A floating school. A dangerous season. It's summertime and rain begins to fall in the country of Bangladesh. The rain falls hard and it falls for months. It washes away many roads, homes, and crops. People need for food. When the water comes, our house goes underwater, says a woman. There is no place to go, no place to stay. Water is all around. This rainy time is called the monsoon season. Many children in Bangladesh cannot go to school during the monsoon season because it's too dangerous. Roads could flood at any time, and students could drown on their way to school. A school on the water. Mohammad Rezwan grew up in Bangladesh, but he was lucky. His family owned a boat and he could get to school every day. Many of his friends weren't so lucky. They had to stay home for months until the heavy rain stopped. Mohammed's friends couldn't keep up with their classes, and many dropped out. Mohammed was able to stay in school and even go to college. It didn't seem fair. Mohammed wanted to help the children in his country, so he came up with a plan. He would turn boats into floating classrooms. If the children cannot come to school because of floods, Mohammed said, then the school should come to them by boat. Building a school boat. At college, Mohammed learned how to design buildings and other structures. He'd never built a boat, though, so he asked some boat builders for help. I want to combine a school bus with a school building, he told them. The boat builders thought Mohammed's idea was a little crazy, but they agreed to work with him. They wanted to help children, too. Mohammed didn't have much money, so he found the bottom of his first schoolboat at a riverside dump. Then he and the builders got to work. The team built a strong enough roof that would stand up to heavy rain, and they put windows on the sides of the boat to let in air and sunlight. Inside the boat, they built a classroom and library big enough for 30 students. It took Mohammed 4 years of planning, testing, designing, and building until his school boat was finished. Then he hired teachers and filled the school with books and other materials. At last the schoolboat was ready to hit the water. People were excited to see what Mohammed had done. They smiled and called the schoolboat a river turtle. Mohammed watched with pride at his first schoolboat as his first schoolboat sailed down the river. He knew the floating school would help children make better lives for themselves and their families. More help and more boats. More people heard about Mohammed's new school boat and they wanted to help too. People gave money to pay for computers, classroom materials, and teachers. Soon Mohammed had enough money to build 20 school boats a day in class. Each day, students line up by the river to wait for the floating school boat. The children climb aboard with their friends and sail down the river to pick up more classmates. Then the boat stops in a shady spot and class begins. Sometimes dolphins splash in the water during a lesson. Sometimes a crowded boat chugs by or a cow moos loudly on the riverbank. The students are used to the river noises and get on with their work. A school like no other. Mohammed keeps building more and more floating schools. He won't stop until each child in Bangladesh has the chance to go to school, rain or shine. Mohammed has also shared his idea with people from other countries with floods. Now schoolboats sail in waters around the world. People everywhere seem to agree with Mohammed. If children can't get to school on their own, bring the school to them. The end.